What's up YouTube? It's Ken again. Thank you for stopping by the channel. In this video, I am replacing some old CFL mercury bulbs. I think they're called CFL. They're fluorescent tubes basically, and I'm going to replace them with LED bulbs. I bought this pack, Halco. It was a 10-pack from Home Depot, and they have stickers inside, and really it's just stickers and bulbs. And the stickers are for indicating that the fixture that you're working on has been converted to a direct wire. But in this video, what I'm going to show is taking apart one of the fixtures that I had and removing the ballast and just direct wiring everything so that these bulbs work. One very important note before I begin: I am not an electrician or an expert. I'm just a DIYer, so consider this video really for entertainment purposes, and be careful and do your research before following anything that I do in this video here. Electricians, if you notice that I'm doing anything incorrectly, please do comment below so that I can be educated, as well as the community here. And with that, I'm going to get started. I've already got a fixture down that I'm working on and the ballast cut, so I'm going to swap over to that. If I'm not mistaken, the LED bulbs are more energy efficient, and I don't believe that the mercury bulbs are as easy to find, or the regular fluorescent tube bulbs are as easy to find as they used to be. Also too, where I live, you have to dispose of them through a hazardous waste service, which is just more of a pain as opposed to throwing the bulbs directly in the trash. I unplugged this fixture, I took it down, which sometimes is easier said than done, but in this case it was easy to take this fixture down. And I also used this tool right here to clip the wires as close to the ballast as I could. So I'm going to remove the ballast now out of the fixture and then continue on with the process. I'm actually going to wear this glove because that ballast is hot. It had been working pretty much all day. There we go. All right, I got that free. And the screw out. Now with my gloved hand, because this is pretty warm. There we go. So the ballast is out. And now I can complete the rewiring. These little tombstones don't like to stay in place at all. Not even a little bit. All right, I'm going to use these Vice Grip branded wire strippers to do the wire stripping. And I've actually replaced so many fixtures in a row, I've kind of got a process down for exactly how much wire I need to strip. I really do like this tool though, it's handy. It just does it right for you. What I'm essentially doing is lining up with that little yellow bumper right here, and that's actually quite a bit of wire for me to work with. I might need a little more than that, we'll see. Some of the fixtures I worked on were really old, and the wires did not strip very well. The insulation was kind of stuck to them, and it was just difficult to work with. But this fixture is pretty new, and so the wires are stripping pretty nicely. Just going to strip all of them. You definitely want to make sure the power's off. In this case, of course, it's unplugged and on the floor. So the idea with this is that, of course, we're removing the ballast, but I've just been taking the side closest to the actual wire that's bringing the power in, and I'm choosing that to be the hot. So I'm just putting all 4 of these wires together. In this case, this isn't switched, so there's no switch for this unit. If it were, I would actually take the switch and take it right into the hot wire that's coming from the power source, and then connect the other end of the switch to the hot side of the fixture, which again, this is going to be the hot side. So these red and blue wires, I'm going to directly tie in with the black wire right there coming from the power source. And it doesn't matter that the tombstones are coming out, I'll put them back. Just lining all of this up. Now for these connections, where there are 4, in this case actually 5 wires altogether, I'm using these gray wire nuts. I will show that here. Got it from Handyman Hardware. Again, electricians, comment below if this is incorrect for the audience. But this is just what I'm doing. just twisting these together in here. All right, that feels pretty tight. And what I like to do is take Scotch Super 33 and going in the same direction that these are being tightened in, these wire nuts, I basically just put some tape around them. And I just feel that that helps secure everything. I'm using quite a bit of tape, I realize. You probably don't need quite that much. All right. That is done. Now to work on the neutral side. It's just connecting these wires together here with the neutral from the power source. And I'm not going to use a gray connector for these because there's only 3 of them. I'm going to use this red connector right here. I've only got one left. It's kind of hard keeping everything together as it goes on. Okay. These factory connectors didn't actually have tape around them, but I think I'm going to take the opportunity and tape them. All right, for this fixture, it's nice and fast. Everything is buttoned up. I've got tape around all the wire nuts, and everything is put back together, including at the neutral end of things. So I'm going to put the cover back on. Now in this case, I have this on the floor, but I have rewired some of these that I've left in the ceiling because they're just easier to leave, maybe because of how they're wired and for various other reasons like that. If you're electing to do that, I found that it was helpful to just tape the wires against the fixture. That way they're not coming down as you're trying to put the cover back on. I've had a helpful hand or two in a couple of instances, but mostly I'm working solo on these. And so trying to put that cover back on and make sure that none of the wires are getting pinched in between where the cover and the fixture meets is a little difficult without some assistance from some tape. So just be careful if you do that. Of course, there are some sharp edges in here. You don't want to nick the wires against those. But in this case, I'm just going to put the cover back on because gravity's working in my favor. All right, and with the bulbs plugged in, nice and bright. And I'm gonna put these stickers on the fixture just to indicate that it has been modified and that the ballasts have been removed. This is a good place to conclude the video. As you can see in front of me here, I've got 5 ballasts from various different fixtures around my home and garage. And now I just need to wait for an e-recycling event so that I can get rid of them. As always, if you have any thoughts or comments to share, please post them in the comment section below. If you like this content, please consider giving this video a thumbs up, which helps the YouTube algorithm to promote it to more people. And additionally, please do consider subscribing so that you see future videos that I release. Thanks for watching. Peace.